Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. If you haven't checked out the Facebook group, Don't Tell My Wife, make sure you do that. It's a great group of collectors over there, and it's well worth your time. We'll be doing a waffle this coming weekend for the Attack of the Clones Anakin from SH Figuarts. This is the timed edition with the extra lightsaber and the angry face. So if you don't have that figure, you do collect Figuarts or you collect Star Wars, make sure you check it out. It's a pretty rare figure. It's sealed in the shipper from Tamashii Nations. So let's get into the Mafex news. So I made my way today in the torrential rain. It was raining so much. It was so hard. Got there, it was flooding in Shibuya. Made my way over to Project 16. Got inside. Pretty empty because of the weather, which was nice. So I got their undivided attention. I didn't have any issues being able to talk to the people inside, and I was able to get some information, which I think a lot of you might be interested in. So we'll start with the restocks, the reissues, not really reissues, but more restocks. So in the store now, they have a small restock of the Nightwing, the Mafex Nightwing, and they also have a small restock of the Zack Snyder Justice League black suit Superman. So if you're looking for those and you're in the Tokyo area, those two are in stock. As I said, they're very small restock numbers. So they probably won't last a week. In terms of other retailers getting them, I really don't know, only because they said that the restock was very, very small. So that probably just means that their shop is the only one getting it. So again, if you're in the area and you're in need of those figures, make sure that you make your way over. Now, I did ask about the brown suited Wolverine. I asked about Wolverine and they immediately knew which one I was talking about. Again, there's no information on it. It was the first figure that they told me was being re-released after this flood sort of started back last year. I remember going in and they told me that the Mafex, the Hush Batman was being re-released, as well as the Jean Grey, and it was being re-released the next day. Nobody had any info on it. So sometimes these things just kind of quickly drop. So, just be vigilant and make sure that you're keeping an eye on all of the websites that normally post this kind of information, including Don't Tell My Wife or any of the other Mafex groups on Reddit or Facebook or Preternia on Twitter X. So now I asked about what's coming out this month because things are always kind of in flux and whatnot. So I'll tell you now what's being released in June is the Ahsoka Tano, the Bane, and the John Wick. Those are the three figures being released this month. The Ahsoka Tano and the Bane are scheduled to be released around the same time, which is about roughly the third Saturday in June. And the John Wick will release about a week later. So the Ahsoka Tano, the Bane are releasing around the third Saturday of June, and the John Wick will release the last Saturday, most likely, in the month. Now, they did have the Bane and the Ahsoka in store. I'm about to show you some photos that I took. I messed around with the figures. I can tell you I was pretty happy with them. We'll start with the Ahsoka first. Now, looking at the Ahsoka, here you can see it. The cape is wired. It's got much better articulation than the Bo-Katan, which just released. I think the head sculpt is better. All in all, I would say it's a much better release. It does suffer a little bit from a soft face sculpt It might just be the lights there. I don't know. I mean, when I was in there with the Bo-Katan, the face sculpt seemed a lot softer than when I had it in hand in my own home. So I don't know. It might be the lights inside the shop. Who knows? But the head sculpt looks good. It just seems a little bit soft. But again, I would give it a much better score than I gave the Bo-Katan. I was a bit disappointed with the Bo-Katan. The Ahsoka Tano is better, and you'll see once it releases. Now for the Bane, this was very, very impressive in person. I was taken aback with how great it is. You get the bicep swivel, comes with 2 different heads. It's a really, really well put together figure. It's got good articulation on the elbows and the knees, all over, and the feet are swivel, so you can rotate around and get a really good balance on that figure. This figure looks incredible in person. I am really, really excited to pick one up. Hopefully it will go well with that Night Crusader Batman that's got a lot of range issues with his abdomen, but this figure right here is a great figure. Even if you didn't pick up that Batman, I highly recommend this Bane. It is fantastic. It's big. You can see my hand right there, how big it is. And I'm going to show you the Bane next to Ahsoka as well, just to give you a little bit of scale. So the colors on it are great. The paint apps are great. It looks heavier than it is. It's not too bad. The heavier it is, in my opinion, there you can see the 2 of them together. The heavier it is, in my opinion, the more you're going to deal with issues of the figure being unable to pose in various ways. That's not the case with this. It was able to be posed in multiple ways and multiple poses. So that comes out the 3rd week of June, that 3rd Saturday, and that is now shaping up to be one of my more anticipated figures for the year. It really, really is a great looking figure. Now, they didn't have the John Wick inside. They didn't have that advanced copy yet, so unfortunately I wasn't able to take a look at that. Hopefully the next week or 2 they'll get it in and they'll let me take a look at it and mess around with it. So I'm really looking forward to that one as well. That looks like a great figure. The head sculpt I'm not too keen on. It looks good. There's a lot better out there in 1/12 scale, but overall, for what you're getting, the quality, the accessories, it looks pretty good. Now, for July, as of right now, the 2 figures that they told me are releasing are the Phoenix and that comic Captain America. So those are the 2 figures that are scheduled now for July. I'm sure there'll be a 3rd one. Hopefully they don't change the release schedule on the 2 of those. So yeah, so that's it. I just wanted to pass this information along, let you guys know, and get ready for that Bane. That Bane looks incredible. So again, thank you for watching the video. Appreciate it as always. Take care and see you next time.